What makes a genius? Is it raw intelligence, boundless curiosity, or the refusal to accept limits? Richard Feynman embodied all of these traits and more. He wasn't just a physicist, he was a rule breaker, a storyteller, and a man who saw beauty in the mysteries of the universe. He lived every moment with wonder, and by the end of this video, you'll see why his life is one worth getting inspired by. Hey, this is Theos, and you are watching The Cosmological Reality, where we unravel the inner workings of the universe, piece by piece. Richard Feynman was born in Queens, New York, in 1918, a place bustling with the hum of new technologies and the energy of a world in rapid change. From a young age, it was clear he was no ordinary child. While other kids were busy playing stickball on the streets, Richard had a screwdriver in hand, repairing broken radios. His father, Melville Feynman, played a huge role in shaping that brilliant, curious mind. He didn't just hand Richard answers or facts. Instead, he would point to the world around them and ask, "Why do you think that works the way it does?" Whether it was the way a ball rolled or how light hit a surface, every moment became a chance to question, to wonder. At first, Feynman had no idea he'd play a pivotal role in uncovering the cause of the disaster, but his relentless curiosity and determination to find the facts led him straight to the engineers, the very people who built the shuttle. What he discovered shocked even him. NASA had claimed the shuttle had a failure rate of 1 in 100,000, but Feynman? He found the real number to be much closer to 1 in 100. Even more disturbing, he learned that the shuttle's O-rings, crucial rubber seals in the rocket boosters, lost their flexibility in freezing temperatures. And guess what? The temperature on the morning of the Challenger launch was 32 degrees Fahrenheit. But Feynman's brilliance wasn't confined to the realm of theoretical physics. Years later, in a completely different arena, his investigative genius would shine once again, this time in one of NASA's darkest moments. On January 28, 1986, tragedy struck as the Space Shuttle Challenger exploded just moments after liftoff, taking the lives of all 7 crew members. In the aftermath, NASA assembled a high-profile investigation team known as the Rogers Commission. One reluctant but brilliant addition to that team, the legendary physicist Richard Feynman. These elegant sketches revolutionized quantum mechanics and made Feynman a legend among scientists. But recognition? That wasn't his goal. In 1965, Feynman received the Nobel Prize in Physics for his groundbreaking contributions to quantum electrodynamics. While most would bask in the glory, Feynman casually dismissed it, saying, "I don't work for prizes, I do it because it's fun." For him, the real excitement came not from awards or recognition, but from the pure joy of discovery. One of his groundbreaking ideas was the path integral formulation, a completely new way of thinking about how particles move. In simple terms, Feynman showed that instead of following a single predictable path, particles could explore every possible route. Mind-bending, right? But here's what made Feynman truly unforgettable. He wasn't just a theoretical wizard locked in a world of equations. He was playful, mischievous, someone who found joy in bending the rules. When World War II broke out, Feynman was recruited to the Manhattan Project, where the atomic bomb was developed. And here's where his playful, mischievous side shone. Despite the intense secrecy, Feynman became infamous for cracking safes holding classified information simply because he could. His colleagues couldn't help but laugh, because with Feynman, even nuclear physics had its lighter moments. That simple lesson, to always ask why, lit a fire in Feynman that never went out. It wasn't just about finding answers, it was about never being satisfied until he truly understood how the world worked. That curiosity led him to Princeton, where his love for learning found the perfect playground. At Princeton, Feynman's brilliance didn't just blend in, it stood out. Among some of the sharpest minds of his generation, he didn't just keep pace, he raised the bar, changing how people thought about science and problem solving. On February 15, 1988, the world lost one of its brightest minds, and it felt like the universe grew a little quieter. Richard Feynman, physicist, prankster, teacher, and philosopher, was proof that science isn't just about answers, it's about the joy of discovery. His humor, curiosity, and relentless questioning made him an unforgettable force, someone who could laugh in the face of death. In his final moments, he said, "I'd hate to die twice. It's so boring." Perhaps his most powerful lesson was this: never stop being curious. Because, as Feynman said, the pleasure of finding things out is the greatest thing in the world. And maybe that's the secret to genius after all. To prove his theory, Feynman conducted a simple but brilliant experiment during a televised hearing. He clamped a piece of O-ring material and dropped it into a glass of ice water. When he pulled it out, the rubber hadn't returned to its original shape, a clear demonstration that the cold had compromised its ability to seal the rocket joints. This failure led to gas escaping through gaps, turning into a flame that eventually ruptured the fuel tank and caused the explosion. Feynman's investigation was a turning point in space exploration safety. He showed the world that sometimes it's the simplest experiments that reveal the most critical truths. After the war, while many scientists struggled to find their footing in a world forever changed, Feynman returned to what he loved most: understanding the universe at its deepest levels. One of his greatest contributions was the invention of what we now call Feynman diagrams. Imagine trying to explain a complex traffic system without any visuals. Chaotic, right? Feynman diagrams were the solution for physics, a visual language that simplified the baffling behavior of subatomic particles. Suddenly, theoretical physics became far more intuitive and accessible.